There's this game. Yeah. What's that genre of video? Just like no shit Sherlock. That. Yeah, put that music over. I'm not gonna do it myself. Simulator game.
RW eats at the end of the day. Unless you're fiending for something else. If you're fiending for that fat Elfington, then good luck with this kid. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with being the fiend, bro. W eats, RW eats at the end of the day. Unless you're fiending for something else. If you're fiending for that fat Elfington, then nah, you're an L. No one likes a beggar of the Nick stick. Just saying that right now, bro, so don't get on your hands and knees for it. If your friend group's in Yodi land, then forget it. Like, your cabinets, you can say goodbye to your cabinets. Like, they're gonna be munching on the cabinet, too. Like, that's how much the munchies be hitting. Then you get the flaker. Now, I mentioned this in my parties video. Like, draft this dude to the Los Angeles Flakers the way he be flaking all the time. Like, it's different if something comes up and you're actually busy, but if you're just sitting in your room, then you the flaker. Like, you just don't want to go for the sake of not going and being a lazy bum. Like, if you say you're gonna be there, then commit to it. Don't be that guy that gets drafted to the Los Angeles Flakers. Hello? Yo, Bill, where the hell are you? Said you'd be here at like 7:30. About that, I can't go. Bro, I can hear your fan in the background. What do you mean you can't go? I can hear the loud-ass fan I hear in the PS parties, dog. Like, come on. Hey, man, all I'm saying is you're missing out. Alright. Alright, I'll see you next time, maybe? Right. Then you get the ghost, which is similar to the flaker, but the ghost actually shows up. The ghost is never seen answering their phone. We all got that one friend that just doesn't answer their phone. But hey, when you actually do get a hold of them, they pull through. You gotta call this man like 3 times on 3 different phones. Like, bro's probably got his phone on like do not disturb or something. Then you get the funny / jokester kid. Now, you need this kid in your friend group or else your friend group is just dull. Plain and simple. If you don't get the funny or the jokester kid in there, then it's just Huffington. Like, bro actually makes the entire squad laugh. Like, he actually is the funniest man on the planet. If you enjoyed this video, I got you. I got another video right there just for you.
Alright, somebody in the last video said they appreciate how Swoozy puts on a whole fit to sit in a room and talk. Well, we don't do things halfway over here, player. You have different circles. You have your family, you have your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you have your inner circle of friends, and the next layer, and so on and so on. And one of these circles these circles, you might have a toxic friend in there. Thing is, there's a lot of toxic people out there who are very charismatic and very cool, and that's how they infiltrate your circle. You'll never meet a toxic person for the first time and hear him say, "Let's go kidnap puppies." Another sign to look out for is they're never the villain. They are always the victim. The toxic friend I had in my circle, we're gonna call him Eric. He still has some friends convinced that he's not toxic. I started getting a little suspicioso the second time we hung out. And you know how it is, your friend brings some rando into your squad hangs and they're like, "Hey, this is Eric, everybody." The second time Eric came around, he said something that tipped me off. "Oh man, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being so nice, because all my other friends, they just cut me off." Instant flag. Holla, 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 holla. Everybody in your group of friends got together and decided to just cut you off all at the same time? Yup. Warning, warning. Because either one of two things are happening. Either all of them are the problem, or you are the problem. And one thing I know about toxic people is they're manipulators. They'll do something wrong and then try to convince you that you're in the wrong. And something else you need to look out for is they're very self-serving. They always want you to do stuff for them, or in some cases they only hit you up when they need something, but you can count on one hand the amount of times they've gone out of their way to do something for you. one of the friends in the squad was moving to a new building. They text the group chat, hey guys, I'm moving to Hollywood on Sunday, can anybody help? I text back saying, got you fam. Then they said, hey Eric, I'm actually moving into your building, can you help? Por favor? Now, I'm gonna be in Long Beach all day with my girlfriend. As we're moving boxes up and down, the elevator doors open, and guess who he's, yep, Eric, not with his girlfriend, not in Long Beach. Strike one. Now, some of my circles, I have friend circles made up of only girls. I'm hanging out with some of these girls. Eric sees my Instagram story. Yo, you need to introduce me to so-and-so. I love her videos. Ask them if they're all free to hang out tomorrow. Now, I'm not fully aware of his toxic levels just yet. I'm still sussing him out. I introduce him, we all hit it off. He's like, yo, let's start a group chat. About a week later, the girls text me, hey, we're by your condo, can we come up? Again, on my Instagram story, he sees we're all hanging out, and he feels some type of way about it. Wow, thanks for the invite. Is he joking or being for real? And he's like, no, it's cool. 5 minutes later, Eric has left the chat. Then something happens. All the girls that were there, they all stop what they're doing and they all start texting him individually like, oh my God, no, stop. I noticed this and I'm like, everybody stop what you're doing. Guys, this is exactly what he wants. This man has hung out with y'all once. He's acting like this because he wants to be the center of attention. Think about it. If this is how he's acting after hanging out with y'all once, y'all feed into this now and he's gonna have y'all wrapped around his pinky forever. So then they were like, dang, you're probably right. And they all stopped texting him, but still right too. One night we're having squad hangs, it's movie night. And you know how it is when you're with a group of friends and you're trying to pick a movie, that person's seen it and these two people haven't seen it, and you're trying to find a good movie that nobody's seen that everybody can agree on. So then we just say, all right, Eric, you pick. Eric picks that scary movie, The Boy, about that possessed doll. 15 minutes into the movie, Eric goes, yo, this movie sucks. Alexis, give me your keys, I'm leaving. No, if you wanna leave, call an Uber. We're not even gonna talk about how this man picked the movie and is leaving now. So now we gotta pause the movie because this whole thing breaks out and he's getting mad because she won't give him the keys to her car. So he calls an Uber, he's mad, he leaves, and Alexis starts feeling bad. And as she goes to text him, I'm like, everybody stop! Emergency squad meeting, right now. Now this is the first time I'm voicing any concerns about Eric to any of our friends, so I'm a little concernical that I'm gonna look like the bad guy here. So I bust out all my notes and I share them with the group. Turns out, they all have stories too. Alright, now I have confirmation. This dude is actually kind of toxic. That's strike 3 for me, bro. Okay, you're out. Problem is, some of your toxic friends are rooted in so deep that they're almost unavoidable. So you gotta keep seeing them, and the only way to avoid being around them is to not show up to squad hangs. I said my piece though, so the squad can't say they're unaware. I have spoken. In future hangs, I start noticing Eric's doing this thing where he's trying to get the group to cancel certain people who have done him wrong. Yo, Omar is shady, Omar did me dirty. Yo, you watch yourself around Omar, keep your distance, the dude is shady. Then I notice people in our squad starting to avoid this person. I mean, I said my piece. I voiced my concern. I have spoken. So fast forward, it's Eric's birthday and we're all hanging out. I bring my friend girl, tell him happy birthday, give him a present. Me and my friend girl stay on this side of the room. He stays on that side of the room. I'm not being antisocial, but I'm not being a social butterfly. Somehow, a debate starts. He says he never said something. My friend girl is like, actually, you said this on Twitter. Let me find the tweet real quick. As she starts scrolling, Eric, you could see him realizing that he went through all this huffing and puffing and is sinking in that he's about to be proven wrong in front of everybody in this room on his birthday. So this dude explodes. I don't care what you find. I never said it. You misunderstanding what I'm saying. Roddy, roddy, rah, blah, blah, blah. Snapped at her. Say whatever you want to say. Do whatever you want to do. To me, check your tone when you're coming at my friends. I'm very protective. I feel my inner thug jump. I catch him and sit him back down. But at this point, I get involved. Eric, you said it. I've seen the tweet she's talking about. I've heard you telling the story. Chill. But in that moment, dude was done. That is Steve right 4. I have spoken. I'm gonna challenge y'all to do something. When you cut somebody out, keep them in a position to where you can help them, but they can't hurt you or take advantage of you. Limit their access to you. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not easy. There's a million lessons to learn from a million people around us. It's important to not just have people come in and exit your life and you learn nothing. Fast forward to a few weeks ago. So you remember Omar, the dude that Eric told us to distance ourselves from? I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw a shirt and I thought about him. So I called him up like, hey man, I need your shirt size and I need your address. I want to send you a random care package. Randomly just wanted to do something nice for him. Swooze, are you serious right now? You have no idea how much this means to me right now, bro. I'm going through a lot. And not for nothing, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Eric told me and a few other people that you were shady and we need to like keep our distance from you, but bro, clearly you're a real one. Oh, he said that? Low key, starting to think he's the shady one. I have said my piece, I have voiced my concerns. I have spoken. Boys trip, me and a few of my boys were in the hotel room. We pre-gaming, we're popping bottles with 0 models, no girl. Whatever you put out into the universe comes back to you. In middle school, there was this dude named Jake. Puberty hit Jake when he was 12. So this dude was like 6 foot tall for no reason. But the first time we got into a tiff, it was after school, we're playing basketball. Me and my cousin Shane were on the same team. Jake fouls Shane. They start getting into it. Jake grabbed my cousin. I just blacked out. I went full throttle. Charlie's Angels. You got a problem with my cousin, you got a problem with me. I run out of nowhere. I snapped and turned into Batman and I jumped on his back. 2v1. Literally in a single motion. He just cranked and then flung me like a rag doll. I was in a splint for like 3 weeks. Sleeping with a splint is not fun. Jake just starts harassing me every day. Eventually Jake just got tired of the standard bullying, I guess, and then he found a new way to entertain himself. If you weren't paying attention, he would run up to you and pull down your pants. Well, it's not bad enough that I'm failing algebra and failing French class. Imagine how traumatic it is psychologically coming to school, looking over your back in between every single class, wondering if you're trying to pull your pants down and you're gonna be exposed, and now I gotta start my OnlyFans account. I say this kind of jokingly, but not jokingly, because it was very stressful when all this was happening. And then one day, everything changed, because we got a new kid, Sterling. I see Jake just looking at Sterling like, fresh meat. First day Sterling gets there, as soon as school ends, Jake goes over to him and pushes him. Sterling pops Jake in the mouth. You know, they say if you ever go to jail, you gotta start a fight on the first day. Bad. Jake did not hit him back. Something very strange happened. Jake and Sterling became best friends. You know how rappers collab and they do an album together? Yeah, that happened. These dudes went on a bullying tour. They got so tired of bullying people in our class, they started bullying like high schoolers. Granted, I saw Sterling get his butt kicked by the sophomore, and that was one of the most satisfying things I had ever seen in my life up to that point. But these dudes just wanted to fight everybody. I think it was like 8th grade, Jake was having a birthday party and he came to school and he was telling everybody like, hey guys, come to my birthday party, and nobody wanted to come. When you're harassing people, people don't want to be around you like that. I think he put 2 and 2 together, so he started acting really nice. For like a week straight, he was nice to everybody, and then some people were like, okay. So Jeremy said he was gonna go, Robbie said he was gonna go, my cousin Shane said he was gonna go. I was the last person invited, so I'm like, okay, down. Now granted, I'm a nerd. Nerds are my peoples, okay? No matter what outfit y'all see me dress up in, still nerd. Bullies can just sense nerd. But I figured, let me go to his party, let me get in good with him, maybe he'll leave me alone. Go to this party and it was pretty fun. His dad was barbecuing. Then the video games came out and we put on Madden. Not a good idea. I knew this play, HB toss left with Cincinnati, you couldn't stop it. So no matter how bad of a predicament, I could be 4th and 90. You knew what was coming. I beat Robbie, I beat Jeremy, I beat Shane, and then it's Jake's turn. I don't just start beating him. I run HB toss left every play. And I was talking junk the entire time. I made it a point to beat him worse than anybody else at the sleepover. I was thinking this dude is gonna go back to harassing me anyway, so I might as well just get my revenge right now. For 15 minutes, I gave him a taste of what he'd been doing to me for the last 3 years. So then around midnight, we're all in his room and he says, let's all see who can stay up the longest. Whoever goes to sleep first is gonna get it. We're in his room, we're just talking. We're all there and we're talking, I'm just like, yeah. Next thing I know, I hear giggling. I am woken up by the sound of laughter and the smell of beans. I don't know what's going on, but I'm mad because everybody's laughing and I realize they did something to me. They opened up cans of beans and poured it all over me. They poured it on my head, they poured it down my shirt. Shane is there, holding a can of beans laughing like, bro, eat too, Brute? You remember the time I jumped on Jake's back to save you? I have not eaten a single bean since that night. I'm traumatized, I just have PTSD. Monday comes, we go back to school. Jake goes right back to bullying everybody. This dude just made middle school a traumatic experience for every guy in our class. And once high school hit, Jake went off to a different school, I went off to a different school, never saw the dude again. So I tell you all that backstory to catch you up to now. Shane has a barbecue. We're out there talking, we're catching up. You remember Jake? You remember that time I saved you? I jumped on him like I was a Darkwing Duck, and then you stabbed me in the back by pouring beans all over me at his party? And then Shane goes, oh, did you hear what happened to him? No. On prom night, he went out partying, got super drunk, got in his car, drove home, and hit a construction worker, and then kept driving. The cops went and looked at the cameras and traced them back to his house, showed up and arrested him, and the judge stacked all that. Driving under the influence, speeding in a construction zone, hitting a construction worker, fleeing the scene of a crime. They gave him life in jail. He has not seen the light of day since the day after prom. Obviously I was not happy hearing this news, but this is real life, no respawns. I'm gonna get on here and share this story because hopefully somebody can learn something from it, but I don't want to hear any more stories like this. We're all human, we're all gonna make mistakes, but they say what you put out in the universe comes back to you.
Riveting gameplay, such the riveting gameplay, the most riveting, it's the riveting. Yeah. Wow, 120,000.
I want you to think about a problematic friend. Just think of one. Did they start off being drama? The first week y'all hung out, were they just problems from off rip? Or did they start off being cool, being fun, and then over time, they start calling you like, I think Doug is cheating on me. Every conversation now is about Doug and who he's cheating on you with. Here's something that it took me a long time to figure out about people. They're just those people around you who don't want to get out of their toxic cloud that they're in and love talking about their problems. Where is the lie? No lies detected. I figured it out. We just love drama. I will sit and listen to any of my friends' problems once, maybe twice. On the third time, we're talking about solutions. So either we're gonna talk about solutions or we're changing the topic. A lot of people just wanna hear themselves talk about their own problems out loud. Because we all have those friends who are gonna give them advice and they're gonna be like, yeah, you're right. And they're gonna turn around and do the same stupid nonsense again.
Noise real?
For king and country!
Noise real.
I'm Luigi, number one. I'm Luigi, number one. Yahoo!
Okie dokie.
I'm Luigi, number one.
Lots of spaghetti. Bye-bye.
I'm going to...
Especially when this problematic friend has drama with one of our mutual friends. Honestly, I stopped listening to just one person's side. I gotta get both people's side. Because people only like to tell you what the other person's doing wrong, never what they've done wrong. Or not that they started a fight and then started acting like the victim in a problem that they started. People love to do that. Where is the lie? No lies detected. I think a lot of what it is we have that friend, but we fall in love with version 1 of them. And they're on version 3.0 and they're off on some other stuff. But we still see the good in you, Anakin. What are your toxic traits? A lot of us are gonna be sitting here like, I don't really know. Because we don't sit around thinking about this. We're quick to point out everybody else's toxic traits, but reflection, that's not something a lot of people are coming. comfortable doing, because when you look back at yourself, you might see something that you might not like. When you hit up your friends, are you talking to them about your problems every time y'all talk? There's also the takers. They're always asking for things to be done for them, but they're never doing anything for anybody else. Some of y'all know this from my other videos, but I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. So growing up, that's all I wanted was friends. But I feel like we're at a place right now that we're just so codependent on people. So codependent that we're scared to lose friends. Because the fact of the matter is, we have friends who are just not good friends. The people around you are important. If they weren't, just think about what life would be like if this planet was empty and you were just here by yourself. But also I gotta look at myself, because if I'm surrounded by a bunch of snakes and bad friends, I have to start thinking, what's the criteria that I'm using? What pot is it that I keep dipping into when it comes to choosing and friend selection? I can't just keep saying, oh my God, all these problematic people just keep magnetizing to me. I can't keep saying